Hey guys, it's Sophie here and you're watching The Talko. Yep, the world was super excited last week with the Jonas Brothers' official return with Sucker. Yep, the song is all about being head over heels in relationships. And Nick, Kevin and Joe's leading ladies, Priyanka Chopra, Danielle, Jonas and Sophie Turner all starred in the music video. Now, what better way to talk about the return than a carpool karaoke with James Corden? Yep, all of the brothers took part, and well, they gave a lot of personal details away. Not only did we find out which person actually broke up the band, Nick and his brothers got asked about Priyanka. And well, there were some pretty awkward moments since there was a lie detector test involved. So yep, there was no getting away from the truth. Stay tuned as we share all of the details. Okay, so let's kick things off by talking about some of the lies that the boys were caught in. Nick was asked whether or not he thinks he's a better singer than his brothers. Well, Nick answered no, but the lie detector caught him out, and that was actually a lie. He does think he's a better singer.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world?
But his brothers Joe and Kevin also got called out. Yep, Joe was caught out when he answered no to the question, do any of your brothers' wives get on your nerves? Yep, pretty awkward. Now, which wife did you think he was talking about? Kevin was caught out too when he answered none to the question, how many times have you thought about punching Nick because he split up the band? So yeah, proof he actually did want to punch him in the face. Now, reuniting wasn't something that the boys initially intended to do. They were filming an upcoming Amazon Studios documentary at the time, which was supposed to be about their childhood, their time in the band, and their lives today, revealing it was to tell our story. And in that process, we did some very necessary healing, because when things ended, it wasn't the best. It was forced healing on camera. And then in that, we started saying that there was a magic when we were together, that we would all love to feel again. So how did the boys break up in the first place? Well, it was revealed that it was actually Nick who split the band up back in the day. Yep, while talking about their upcoming documentary and belting out classic JB gems like Burning Up, When You Look at Me in the Eyes and Love Bug, which Nick admitted he cannot wait to play live again soon, James asked Nick straight out if he had broken up the band. And it's true, yet we have Nick to blame for the 6-year Joe Bros hiatus, but also to thank for the reunion. Nick explained, I broke the band up, but I got it back together. It's true, it's a full redemptive story. Now, the boys also offered an explanation for those old purity rings. Now, for those of you who don't know, all 3 brothers wore these rings at the height of their fame. The boys grew up in church and their father was a pastor, so they wore the rings as a promise that they would obtain from sex until they found the right person. But ultimately, the boys ended up getting mocked for it. Joe revealed purity rings were to wait for the right person when the time was right. And here's the catch, when you're like 12 and you do that because you grew up in a church and our dad was a pastor, this came natural for everyone we grew up with to go through this and get one and say, I'm gonna wait for the right person. Some people would say, I'll wait until marriage. When you're about 15, 16, you start dating and you go, wait a minute, what did I say I was going to do? What did I say I was going to promise to do? We were never going to talk about it because we were like, this is not for the world, it's our own thing. But of course you have 3 young boys wearing rings on their fingers, so it's like, are they married already? What's going on there? And so we were in an interview one day, the guy asked about them. We said, we don't talk about them. And he said, well, I'm just gonna say you're in a cult. We're all scared to death. This was like one of our first interviews. So we're like, fine, we'll talk about it. We explained, just like I did to you, he runs with it, and the next thing you know, it's the Jonas Brothers and their purity rings. And that was what people ran with forever. That was the running joke. And we found the humour in it sometimes, but of course we just decided at one point, look, this is not who we are. We don't need to be wearing these anymore. This is annoying, people are making fun of it anyway. We can make fun of it ourselves. Now, Kevin reveals that he was the first brother to take off the ring, to which James responded, you dirty dog. Now, moving on to Nick's wedding to actress Priyanka Chopra. Yep, Nick and his brothers were caught out on this topic and revealed their true feelings. Yep, James aimed one question directly at Nick and his highly publicised wedding, which involved 2 lavish ceremonies, one Western Christian wedding and one Hindu wedding. The weddings kicked off weeks of parties, celebrations and ceremonies in India and the United States to celebrate the couple's nuptials. And it turns out these celebrations had one major setback for Nick. When asked, was there a point during your many weddings that you thought, I'm done with these weddings? Nick responded honestly and with a whole lot of humour. First, he sat there for a moment silently with his eyes closed. Then he took a deep breath and quietly admitted, yes, it was when I looked at the bill. And then he burst out laughing. Now, Kevin was also put into the spotlight. He was asked if at any point during his brother's wedding, he wondered, how much longer is this going to be? And his answer, yes, was confirmed to be the truth by the lie detector. Now, the carpool session was also a comical therapy session, making light of the actual therapy the brothers underwent before coming back together as a band. Nick revealed, in that process, we did some very necessary healing. When things ended, it wasn't the best. There was a magic when we were together that we would all love to feel again. Well, we're certainly happy to see them back together, but we'd love to hear your thoughts and your thoughts on the carpool. So get chatting in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to The Talker, guys. We'll catch you next time.